have done a lot of work in that regard and just helped African countries to develop the single registry. So I think there are pros and cons, perhaps. But the issue I think you're raising is the whole issue of to what extent can we overcome the conditionality and the targeting. And I'm so sorry. Kumika, would you ask your question?
Actually, my question is mostly covered, but I wanted to ask why, in the first place, did you bring conditionality into Bolsa Familia when you started the very first step to the basic income, unlike child support grant in South Africa, which was introduced in '98. So maybe you knew that one. So yeah, that's my question.
Well, my first proposal was to institute a guaranteed minimum income through a negative income tax, such as James Tobin and George Stigler and Milton Friedman and so many others. You know that in 1968, 1,200 economists of the United States wrote to the National Congress arguing that they should have a guaranteed minimum income through a negative income tax. It always started with the Family Assistance Plan, but then it was defeated by, and then in 1975 they started the earned income tax credit that is a partial negative income tax. About that I would like to talk more, but perhaps in the next seminar. And so, but I had learned by studying economics, including in the United States in the 60s and 70s, about the negative income tax concept. So I proposed in April '91, when I first was elected senator, a guaranteed minimum income program through a negative income tax. It was approved by the Senate December '91, went with a favorable report to the Chamber of Deputies. But then already in 1991, economists started to say to guarantee a minimum income is a good proposal, but you should start for the poor families as long as they send their children to school, because one of the main problems of Brazil is the high number of families that send their children to work at a very early age, and so they don't study, and so you have a vicious circle of poverty. And an economist, José Márcio Camargo,